So hello, how are you? Good morning to everyone. So I am going to discussing about chemical bonding. So what is chemical bonding? So why it required to bond each element, So there are 118 elements in periodic table. Okay. So each element they have to bind with another element. Why? So if they don't bind, they cannot exist on the nature. Yes, they can exist, but there is one thing rule is here. Okay. So if they have valence electron, they cannot exist as stable. Okay. So they have to bind with another element. For what? So they want to stabilize. Okay, they want to stable in the nature. That's why the reactions occurs automatically, and the nature like H2O. You can see H2O. Why it heads? Hydrogen is one element and oxygen is another element. Why it's bonding? Because hydrogen, oxygen, it cannot be stable without binding with oxygen. Okay, so that's why. So each and every element in the nature they have to be bonded with another element. So let me give an example. So there is element is any element. Okay, there is any element. They have 6 electrons in the outermost orbital. Okay, and another element they have 8 electron in outermost element. Okay, so this is 6 electrons in outermost orbital. They are not stable. So if there is 8 electrons is present in outermost orbital, they are stable. Okay, there is any elements exist in the nature which are unstable. I'm asking that, is any elements they are stable in the nature? Is any element? So there are noble gases, right? What is noble gases? Why should we are telling noble gases? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. So these are their outermost orbital. They are filled with 8 electrons. So they are not going to react with any other element because they are already stable. So they don't need to react with any other element. Okay? So that's why chemical bonding is required for what? To stabilize. For what? To stabilize. So today we are going to mainly discussing about ionic bond and covalent bond. So ionic bond and covalent bond. So we can discuss about first ionic bond. Okay. So ionic bond. So which element it occurs? So ionic bond mainly occurs in between metals and non-metals. So what exactly happens here? They cannot mutually share electrons, either losing or gaining of electron. Either losing or gaining of electron. So I can give you example that in a Cl, okay, this is a common salt. We know sodium is a metal. Okay, sodium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. So sodium outermost orbital has 2 electrons and chlorine outermost orbital has 6 electrons. So it need to stabilize. Okay, it need to stability. Okay, stability in the sense they have to stable like NaCl. So what is exactly happens here? The 2 electrons it reach into the outer orbital of this chlorine. Okay, it has, it becomes 8 electrons here, so it will become stable. So now Lewis dot structure. Okay, Lewis dot structure. Lewis dot structure means if any element have valence electrons, so we can represent it as with a dot structure. See, what here NaCl, right? So here Na has 2 valence electrons, it has 6 valence electrons. So these 2 electrons, it is losing, okay? It is losing and it is gaining, okay? So it transfer into these 2 electrons to chlorine. Okay, it's stabilizing here NaCl. So here Na it's become neutral now. Neutral in the sense they don't have any valence electrons. And it's become stability. Okay, it's become stable. Why? Because it has already 6 electrons. So when 2 electrons added, it becomes stable. Okay, like so. This is the best example of the which bond? Ionic bond. So now we are going to I'm going to discussing about covalent bond. So what is covalent bond? So I told you that ionic bonds occurs between metals and non-metals. So covalent bond, how it occurs? It occurs between non-metals and non-metals. Yeah. Yes. It occurs between non-metals and non-metals. So what is non-metals and non-metals? See, I'll give you example of oxygen. Okay. Oxygen, how many valence electrons? 6, right? It has 6 valence electrons. So another oxygen, how many valence electrons? 6. Okay. So here what happens? 2 electrons. Two electrons, they are mutually sharing here. What they are doing? So they are mutually sharing here 2 electrons. So when they are mutually sharing 2 electrons, it undergoes stability. And to form as covalent bond. Okay. So how you are representing here valence electrons with straight line. Understood? I'll give you another example here. So I'll give you CH4, okay? Carbon have how many valence electrons?
4.
We know it has 4 valence electrons, okay? So 4 hydrogen how many? 1. So 1 hydrogen is not enough to become stable. So how many it required? It required 4 hydrogens, okay? Okay, they are mutually sharing electrons here and become stable. Okay, and they form covalent bond. Covalent means mutually sharing. Okay. So these covalent bonds, they can form single bond, double bond, and triple bond also. So example is N3. Okay. Nitrogen have how many valence electrons? Okay, for four valence electrons. Okay, so here 3 electrons are mutually sharing here, and to form triple bond. Which one? Here forming triple bond. Understood? So this is the story of covalent bond and okay.